Hello and welcome to the second lesson in Fitness Fever. What I'd like to do during this lesson is just to go through the first part of the document. Hopefully you've downloaded that, and just to explain everything in a bit more detail than the last lesson. The last lesson was just a kick-off, let you know what we're doing, and now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty, into the details. Now, what I hope you will have done is already chosen your groups. And so before we go any further with the lesson, what I want to do is show you how you can let me know who's in your group. So in Magisto, what you can do is log in and you will find a link to an Excel sheet. Now, when you get to that Excel sheet, what you'll find is something like this, hopefully, and depending on your class, you'll log straight into one of these pages, and as you can see, you can put the name of your group. Please come up with something interesting and fun, and you can then put your name of each group member in the Excel sheet, and don't forget to save it before you get out of there. Everyone should be able to write their name in there. Once you have done that, then you are ready to continue with the group. If you do not have a group yet, then please let me know via Skype, and I will put you in a group. Yeah. So what we're going to do is go back to the document. Hopefully you've downloaded the document. As I said, it's up to you when you do what. So you could just do this whole project in the next 2 weeks and then you'd be finished and done with, and you can hand it in. But obviously you've got other stuff to do. I really understand that. So what you've got is the design document, and you should see that, as I said, it's not just design, but it's also PHE, and we'll be doing this together with design. So what's the first thing you see in there is just some details. So we're going to do about 8-9 weeks for this document. The statement of inquiry, I mentioned that in the last lesson, was innovative fitness programs can help people achieve healthier lifestyles. And we're going to find out, is that true? So we've got a few questions that you might want to lead you into with your research, like how do you design or construct an effective training program? What is effective? Are there training programs out there that are not effective? See if you can do some research with that. Also, can a training program help improve fitness? Or do you need some kind of other lifestyle change? And this is also a key thing. What is a healthy lifestyle? Some people, massive muscles and go bodybuilding, are they healthy? Or are the people who run marathons who are thin and have hardly any muscles or big muscles, are they the healthier people? I'd like you in your group to do a little bit of research and find out what you think that is. Now, I mentioned before the global context is scientific and technical innovation. That means we'll be asking you not just to put together a cool fitness program, but also to look in detail about what makes a good fitness program. What's the science behind it? And Mr. Beersma and Ms. von Starenberg are going to help you with that bit. Key concept is communication. We in design are going to focus really much on how you're going to communicate that. What kind of way are you going to let your target audience know about your fitness program? Are you going to use an app, post a video, something else? Come up with something completely different. Now, we'd like you, as the challenge, we'd like you to pretend that you've got a job with one of the best personal training companies in the Netherlands. As part of your interview process, you promise to develop a new training program for a particular target audience. You've been given 9 weeks to research, design, develop, demonstrate, and evaluate a completely new and innovative training program. Now, we're going to be using the design cycle, but as I said, don't forget to check out what you have to do for PHE at the same time. Now, here's some of the details, a bit more details. I'll just read them out before embarking on this project. Please read the units carefully and produce written documentation for both design and PHE. So make sure you combine those in some way. And every member of the group must be able to access the files. So don't show up to work and then find out that you can't get into a certain document. Now, some of the constraints: all materials created must be original and not be taken from third-party sources. Please don't use fitness routines that other people have come up with, or even videos or photos. You must produce a presentation with the subject matter. So make sure that you speak to Mr. Bearsma and Ms. van Starberg. They will tell you what muscle groups you can focus on. And you must produce a product that can be used independently by your target audience. So this is not something to be used by a fitness instructor to help their clients. What we will be handing in at the end is a digital copy of your design folder and your product. Now, if that's a video, we're going to ask you to possibly upload it to YouTube on a private site. If it's a book or a poster or something like that, I'd like you to make a physical copy, and then we'll work out the best way of getting that handed in. And then we're down to criteria A. So I'll be going into the rubric in more detail in the next lesson. So if you do have any questions already, make sure that you either Skype myself or Mr. von Rijn or your PhD teachers. We will be uploading more videos here, so don't forget to like and subscribe, and you'll get an update via YouTube. And that's the end of this introductory lesson for Fitness Fever. If you've got any questions, you let us know. See you guys.